Well, good morning, everybody. It's Bella here. Just popped on to show you what I've finally done with my little golden book. And I'm going to go with the Queen's Journal. And I tell you for why. I was playing about and then I did this little cluster here, this little plate, and I just love it. So I don't know whether you could see it. Now I started sewing it on the sewing machine and I had a bit of trouble. It's all right, I'm getting cotton off my finger. A bit of trouble with my sewing machine, and this cotton got a little bit chewed up. So I've got to get my sewing machine serviced, I think. So beware when you're using this, because they do split. Look, they are, I won't do it now. But anyway, you can see they split there when you're trying to thread them. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so what I've gone with then is the Queen's Journal. I've got this lovely book, and I don't know whether I've shown you this before. It seems quite old. Let's see if there's a date on it. Let's have a look. It was £1 when they bought that second hand, so that's a good while ago, isn't it? Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and it's the life story of her life. But isn't that absolutely stunning? So I have got some, 1952, obviously. That's when it all started. Robert Talbot Bodle is the design by, and it was printed in Great Britain by the Hutchinson Printing Trust Limited, and it's dedicated to all the inheritors of the new Elizabethan era. Look at that, isn't that fab? So anyway, I'm not going to rip this up, you'll be pleased to know. I am going to scan it in because this is only for me, and I have shown you this before, and I'm looking for small photographs. And this is the wedding here. I wanted some of the coronation. Look at that, isn't that super? So I'm going to be making tags and pockets with the ephemera that I'm going to scan in. But I can't find anything in here for the coronation. So it may be just her life that I'm going to concentrate on. And maybe I'll find something on public domain that I can put in at the end. So I think that's going to be more interesting. So that's what I'm going to go with. So I'm going to scan these in today, and later today I'm going to come back because I'm off with my husband now. We're going off somewhere for the day. So I'll just show you what I've done. I've made this little plate here, and I'd photocopied the cover, as I said. So that's where I've taken that from. I am going to PVA over the top of this just to keep it from coming off. Okay, so that's what, and I've left that, as I said before. Now what I've done this morning, I put that on, and I put this lovely lace on as well. I haven't stitched them in yet, but I will stitch this in, the signatures in, before I go on to the next bit with you. And then we'll start making some tags later today. So I'm going to stop the camera now, and I'll come back on a little bit later. So I'll be back soon. Well, I'm back, everybody, and I've been busy for the last couple of days. I promised to come back on Wednesday, and I do apologise. I just felt like crafting by myself, and I've got no excuse. I've just been busy with housework, cleaning, and crafting. So I was a little bit distracted, but I've got lots done, and I've got lots to show you. So I'm just finishing off this little flower on this pocket, and I think that will do it. I'll just go around there, make sure it stays on a little bit more, and then I can show you everything that I've been up to, what I've been making, I mean. I hope you're all well. We're a bit worried about our friends in Florida, the hurricane, and we're waiting to hear from Cheryl and the rest of the girls, see if they're all safe. I haven't had time to go onto Facebook this morning, so today is, what day is it? Thursday. But I will be going on after this and checking how she is. Gosh, it's really scary, isn't it? So I hope they're all safe and well. And I hope you're all safe and well. I just want to say a big thank you to all your lovely comments on my last video. I honestly feel I didn't deserve any comments at all because I really didn't know what I was doing. But we have days like that, don't we? And there's a lot going on in Rachel's life and in my life. That's my Rachel, that is. So we're working things through and we're doing it together. So bear with us. Please make comments on Rachel's videos. That's RachandBellaCrafts. She was thinking about giving up, but she's had such a wonderful response from the ladies, possibly gentlemen, I don't know. And they don't want her to give up because she's turning out such brilliant work, and I agree with them. So don't give up, Rach, keep going and make lots of videos. That's my advice. Do what you can when you can, and they don't have to be long. So anyway, enough said. Let me show you what I've been up to. So I've been busy this morning doing some, I found this lovely, it's almost like parchment paper, but it's not. It's vellum, I think. I don't know what it is. There's like a little fleck in it. I don't know whether you can see that. So I have been stamping today, and that's what I've been doing quietly this morning. And there's nothing on here, so I don't know what, probably Amazon. That's usually where I buy everything, Amazon. And I've done loads of those. I've done a pile of those. And I went through all my stamps and I found this lovely little one. Look what I found. Isn't that fun? And I think I got that from Rachel. Or I think it was from Rachel because I don't know. It looks as if it's been hanging around for a while. But it needs sticking back down. But it does work, and they turn out really smashing. Look at that. So that's, I've got all those ready, and I found some of Tim Holt's lovely little ephemera as well. And I've thrown the bag in the bin. If I can just scoot about. I've got it. So you can see what it is. And it's the Ideology, 111 pieces. And they're not all in here. I put them in a tin, and there's loads of them. I'll show you if you like. I'll just get them in there. Look, hundreds. Well, 111. Okay, and that's the name and the number. I don't really actually want the number, so but there you go. So that's that. So that can go back in the bin. And I've done some lovely stamping, which I shall be using. The only thing I'm finding with the vellum is I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting it to stick to the paper, you know, the tags and things. So I'll show you. I haven't done anything in here much. Let me just recap what I've done so far. I'll go quickly because they're both the same. I did put something at the back, I believe. Yes, I did that one there. And I put like a little tab there and a little tab there. Isn't she beautiful? And as you can see, I'm doing a book about the Queen. So I think this is why I've had so much difficulty with this journal. And that one's going here, I think. Yes. And I've been doing a little bit of painting with the gold paint. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. Now, I don't think I've shown you this. That was one of those cards that I covered. It's a little bit thick, but I'm not posting it, so it doesn't matter. But that's going in there. I made a little sticking, hang on, there we go. No clip thing there. I may put some papers in there, I don't know, but that was so thick I didn't bother. So that was that. And this is one of, I think I mentioned it at the beginning actually. The beginning of this video, because it's been a few days now. I don't know what I've said and what I haven't said, so I do apologise. Let me just find my paper clip before it ends up on the floor. And that's how I've decorated it anyway. And it opens out like so, like so. All right. as I said before, and I think I've mentioned this, I really should have used pale paper in there, not lined paper like that, because now I can't write in there, but it doesn't matter. I'm not bothered about it. I can stick some more paper over the top, can't I? I can glue some lovely paper. That's just a little bit of piece of paper I've put in there, and they go in there, and that goes behind. Okay, and then I pin that, I put that in there, and then I pin that with paper clip onto there, so that will stay there. I may need to put something down there, but I don't think I really need anything. I don't think I did anything else in the actual journal. No, I haven't. I don't know whether I mentioned about the lace, but she's looking, and she's ever such a neat little, this would make a lovely journal for writing in, because I'm putting in your handbag, because it's such a lovely size. So let's just show you what I've made, shall we? So you've seen that one. I've just finished stitching that, and that will go on a page. Where was I going to put it? Somewhere like this. And then that's a pocket. Okay, so that could go there. These are the tags, and these are the pockets. I made this little flip up, and that's got voile on top with the dots. That's Heather's influence from Ruby and Pearl. And I'm sure by now you all know who Ruby and Pearl is. That's her paper as well. And I've just glued that on there, but I did staple these three together. Okay, so that's that. Put that up there. That's one of the tags I've made. And the Queen there was actually in the army. I think it's the army. I'm going to have to read the book and find out now, aren't I? So, and I've stitched around there. I've just finished doing that. That's what I've been doing this morning. Been stitching those. And I've just done a straight stitch around there with a sewing machine. Okay. And I've just glued paper onto cardstock. Some cardstock that had white on the back, and I wouldn't use it, so I thought I may as well use it up. There she is with her lovely horse. I'm going to have to find out the age, because as I say, I haven't torn up the book, so I can go back and find the information in the book once I've made the journal, and then I shall type up some information. There's some little stitching there by hand, and I've just machine stitched around here. Okay, so that's the tags I've done so far. And these little pockets, now this is our Queen as a baby. And I was going to put this just down here. So we could do that now. I'm struggling with glue this morning. I'm because of this vellum, I was really struggling to get things to stick to it. So this may or may not stay on. But as I say, it's only for me. So I'm not really bothered. I can always glue it back on. So that's just taken off the bareness there, I think. Okay, so that's that one. That was fun. And this one, I was going to, what was I going to put on there? Can't remember. I was going to put something on there. Oh, it was this. I believe it was that. Because that's her father, the king. That's the Queen Mother, Margaret, as I said before, and that's our Queen here. So I was thinking of, I was thinking of gluing that on there, but I think I might stitch it on by hand. Let's put a little bit of glue on there. It's not going to stay on, so I think what I'll do, oh, I don't want to cover the Queen Mother's face, do I? Golly, that would be awful. Let me just put that on there for now, and then put a knot in this, and I'll just do 4 little tacks in there. If you make the hole first, you can find it from the back. Didn't do a big enough knot. So I hope you've all been well and keeping busy. I think I got a bit distracted because I was doing my soldier, which I'll show you in a moment. Not my soldier, my nutcracker, from my slow stitching. And I was watching Rachel's yesterday. Oh my gosh, she's so clever. And then this morning, then I was watching her sister, Sarah. And she's clever too. Such a talented family. And I can't wait to see their mum's nutcracker, because I'm sure it's going to be stunning. So if you have vellum or anything like that and you can't get it to stick, just put some stitches in the corner and then you should be okay. Oh, I can't find that hole now, sorry. I'll have to make a new one. As I say, it's only for me, so I'm not worrying too much. Who knows, it could be a family heirloom, couldn't it? We make these things so lightly, and yet we really don't know what it is that we're actually leaving behind, do we? There we are, that's all it needs. 4 little stitches. Sorry, I must have had that up in your face then. There you go. All right. I've got to pull my chair in, otherwise I end up sitting on the end of the chair and it gets really uncomfortable and it hurts my hip. So I have to keep on yanking it back. There we go. And that will be hidden because it will be a pocket. Okay, so that's going to go on a page. Let's see if we can find some pages. And then that will go on there. And I've got gold going around the edge. There, I don't know whether you can see it. And here. And then I've done a lovely little, it's a flower bud it is. Just here, around the edge. Okay, so that's going to look really fun on there, I think. So that was lovely. But I've got to remember now the order in which they need to go in because of her age. That's the thing I've been struggling with, is finding photographs. Now this one, I think I could do the same thing with this one actually. If I could find my needle. Oh, I just caught that then, didn't I? No, I don't know whether I've got enough cotton on here, so bear with me. I've got to do a fairly big knot because it'll go through the paper otherwise. So make a hole. I'm determined to get these to stay on, so, but they're getting quite thick now. Oh, no. Oops, and it's come out as well. Sorry. Doing very well, am I? I'll be glad when I go to the opticians, because in the beginning, when I first had these glasses after my cataracts, they were brilliant. But then, because I've got a turn in my one eye, only very slight, it's enough to throw out the new lens that they've put in from my cataracts. And it's like not a stigma, but something. So I have to have these special glasses so that it pulls my eye back into the right place. But I've noticed, I think it's all the close work actually, because we do so much close work, don't we? That I think maybe it strains the eyes a bit. But never mind, it's worth it, isn't it? So I'll just keep making the hole first and we should be okay. My husband's out most of the day today, so I thought I'd get on with the videos. So he may come back and open the door. He's terrified to come in the room these days. He said, "You're always videoing." And I said, well, it's probably not me. I'm probably listening to other people's videos, you know. These are pockets, so I'm not worrying about the mess at the back. Let's just hope it stays in, eh? So there we are. So that's that one as well, and that will go on there. And that's some voile, and it's got like little dots on it. All right, so that's that. Now this one, I don't know whether I've shown you this now. There's a butterfly at the top, and I've got a little flip up of lace, and it's obviously embossed. And the only thing was, I put material on here, the ones that I've printed on the material, and it went a little bit lumpy. That was already on this here, these lines were already on the, and you know, I didn't actually notice they were there, but it's the road behind them where she's got out of the carriage, and nothing I could do about that, but it was already on there. So I know that looks a bit weird, but I'm putting that on the edge of the page there, and then that'll be a little tuck. Okay. So what else have we got? So I've done that one, sewn that one. This one's got to have something on, and I've stitched that one, so you've seen that one. I think you've seen them all now. And yes, you've seen the baby one. Because I used the cardstock, I think they're a little bit too thick. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm trying to manipulate them a bit, trying to soften up and try and get them to bend back into shape. So there we go. So what I'll do now, I'll stick them all in. I'll stick these pockets in because you don't need to see me doing that. And I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you them in the, and then I'm going to put in some lace pockets. Okay, so I'll be back very soon.